Good evening. My name is Walter, and I'm going to walk you through creating a quiz for your students to complete in the in a competition sense. Now, the website I like to use is Zzish.com, www.zzish.com. Now, when you get there, you've got options. You can go in, you can do pricing. Pricing allows you to use as many classes as you want and as many students as you desire. That is wonderful for, classrooms that are 4 plus, maybe 5, 6, and they're wonderful. They get to start you off. They'll start you off with a 30-day free trial. Okay. Now, if you don't want to do this, as you can see, there is a free version of this. Now, I'm using the free version currently because I only have 3 classrooms. Now, these classrooms are wonderful. Now, if I had 4, then yes, I would most likely be using the individual just for the ability to be able to transfer the data and see printable results. Because this system here is fantastic in the terms of tracking student achievement. Now, let's begin. First, teacher start here. It's fantastic. It starts you at where you need to start at. I'm going to sign in as the teacher because that is who I am. Now, my school doesn't use Google Classroom, but if it did, you can log in using Google Classroom. We do have an Office 365 account at our school. Problem is it's kind of a little iffy when you do that. If you make a mistake and you end up, assigning the wrong information, it becomes a wasted account. So I'd much rather prefer starting off with a Gmail account or something personal. That way, if you make a mistake, you can go back and actually use your Office 365 or your Google Classroom. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and sign in. Now, once you've signed in, the very first thing you should see is your homepage, letting you know what classes you actually have. See, as you can see, welcome Walter Hale, which class or group, and I could choose. Now, like I said, the free version only gives you 3 classes. So I'm going to use my favorite class. I love my class. I'm going to use 7-1. Now, 7-1 has got, as you can see, we've done quizzes on adding integers, adding and subtracting integers, multiplying and dividing integers. We've done a mid-module assessment, and we've also done an overarching review of integers. Now, I want to assign a quiz. Okay. Now, when we assign quizzes, it's very important that you remember this right here. Okay. This is the class code. This is what the students are going to need in order to log in and take the quiz. All right. So let's go ahead and assign a quiz. So we go to Add Activity. Now, it takes you to the only website that there is, Quizalize. Quizalize is the quiz program. So we're going to go ahead and open Quizalize. Well, that's a bit interesting. Here we go. We're going to continue as me. There we go. It's taking us back to Quizalize. I just wanted to verify that I was who I was. There we go. Welcome, Walter Hale. Now I've got, as you can see up here at the top, we got multiple things. We can start here, a marketplace, my quizzes, your classes on Zzish. Okay. Now, you can create an instant quiz on any subject if you want to. You can create a quiz. All right. You've also got these fun introductory quizzes, Common Core aligned math quizzes, or you can just grab one from the marketplace. So we're just going to choose a random one from the marketplace. Okay. Now, I'm obviously a math teacher, so I don't need anything other than math. So let's see here. We're going to leave it as English. All right, we're going to run through. Okay, I'm seeing a lot of stuff here, nothing that really helps me, reduce what my options are. So I want to take a quiz on, let's go with multiplication. It's a third grade skill, but still, we want to make sure. Now, I've got all these quizzes that were created. Okay, I've got multiplication, 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 multiplication over and over again. But you can see the number of questions. 9 questions, 17 questions, 5 questions, 5 questions, 10 questions. So let's do the 10 question. This one up here says it's very popular, so I'm going to go ahead and go with the one that's very popular. Now, that's a lot of difficult multiplication. I'd have to have a calculator for that. So let's go back. Let's see if we can find one that's just simple multiplication. Ooh, still a tough one. You know what? I got another one. Let's try something else here. Divisibility rules. Did I spell divisibility right? Sure hope I have. All right. So, so we got plenty of things here. We got rules of divisibility. All right. Rules of divisibility, the word problems. All right. Pretty straightforward. So let's go ahead and give it to my class. So we're going to give it to my class. Now we got options. It says we can use sounds, randomize the question order. We do want to randomize the question order. That way students aren't looking at each other's computers and trying to figure it out. Now, I've got a choice. I can use all the questions or I can use some of the questions. I'm going to stick with all. The timer is a great way to sit there and get bonus points, but it does create a situation where students tend to become distracted. So we're going to turn that off. We're going to go ahead and shut the question feedback for right now. We're going to sit there and say, show the correct answer. Okay. You can have students show their work by using the webcam to capture the image. We don't need to at this time, so we're good to go. And we're not going to worry about mastery mode. Once those have all been taken care of, we're going to continue. Now, it's going to take me back to Zzish, where I'm going to end up having to assign it to my class of 7-1. Now here we go. I can either play it in class or I can do it as homework. I'm going to prefer playing in class. So it's today at 8:07 p.m. As we can see, it is 8:07 p.m. right now. We are going to leave it open for an hour, but you can change it. We got 30 minutes, 2 hours a day, 7 days a year, or we can customize it. We're going to leave it open as an hour. Now the advanced options are important. If you click on advanced options, it tells you that they actually can have unlimited tries. We don't want that. We want one try, just to see where the kids are at. All right, so one try. Allow students to see the results of their activity? Yes. So we're going to finish. Now you do have the option. Ooh, see, it says activity name, and I missed it. So divisibility rules. All right. Now I can save it and give it to another class, but we only want to do it for 7-1 for right now. So we're done. We're going to finish. Now, it says I can launch the game. So we're going to launch the game, and we're going to do team versus the computer. It's an option for the kids to be able to participate and actually compete against something other than themselves. So we're going to choose regular. Now, ooh, nice music, right? All right, let's go back, because the volume is a little, the sound's a little off. Okay, so we're going to leave that the way it is. We're not going to really continue that much more. So I'm going to open up another tab, because we do need to go to the website, zzi.sh. Nothing else, zzi.sh. See, now it says it's going to say live.zish.com, but it says student code. Now remember that student code that we mentioned earlier when I told you where I highlighted it and I said we need to remember that for later? That's why we need to remember it for later. Okay, so we've got the code as being EUJ2561. Join my class. Now the students are going to have to actually create their own names. See, I've got Jamila Shaw, Jalen White, all right, got some very unwanted ones, and then here I am. I put myself in here just so I can sit there and show my students how it's done. So we're going to click on my name. Now, if we've done everything right, I should have a quiz available to take. There we go. Start my quiz. Now, am I going to get all the questions right? I'm probably not, just for the reason I just want to show you how this works. So let's begin. A company printed 2,856 flyers for its salesperson. Each salesperson received the same number of flyers. How many salespeople could there be? So we're looking at numbers that are divisible. It's not divisible by 10. Remember, divisibility rules of 10 state it has to end in a 0. That doesn't end in a 0. It can't be 5 because the divisibility rules state that if it ends in a 5, okay, then this has to end in a 5 and a 0. It doesn't. Now, I can check my divisibility rules for 2, 3, 4, 6, and 8. 2 says it has to end in an even number. That's true. 3 says that the sum of the numbers have to be divisible by 3. Well, 2 plus 8 is 10. 10 plus 5 is 15. 15 plus 6 is 21. So I'm just going to go for a shot in the dark because there is 2 and 3. Oh, see, I got 200 points, so that means I got the question right. Now let's continue on. A gum factory made 3,410 sticks of gum. After arranging the sticks into packs, the factory did not have any extra sticks of gum. How many sticks of gum could the factory be putting in each pack? Again, we got to go through the divisibility rules. If it's divisible by both 3 and 2, then it's divisible by 6. Well, let's find out if it's divisible by 3. 3 plus 4 is 7. 7 plus 1 is 8. 8 plus 0 is 0. 8 plus 0 is 8. 8 is not divisible by 3, so it can't work. Okay, 8 states it's divisible by 2 and 4. Now, if I'm not mistaken, if I remember this right, if the last 2 digits is divisible by 4, it's divisible by 4. 10 is not divisible by 4. So I'm going to go with 2. And I was right. So let's just guess here from here on out and see what we get. All right. Now, I got 1,000 points. I got 2 stars. That means I did not do a very good job. All right. I did well enough to be able to recognize that I had done, that I'd gotten some questions right. So let's see which questions I got right. All right. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 questions right. And these are the 2 that I might need to go back and take a look at. Jody's arranging the photographs for her high school yearbook. She needs to put the same number of photographs in each row with no photographs left over. If she had 412 photographs, how many photographs should she put in each row? Correct answer was 2. I chose 5. So this gives the students an opportunity to see where their mistakes are at. If they can see the mistakes, then they can start recognizing where their weaknesses are at. Now, the best part is, as the teacher, I can actually see, okay, so I can go here, and I can stop it now because I've already done what I want to do. So as the teacher, I can look at the results. All right, I got 1 result. Now, it says I'm almost there. That means I did not get enough questions right to be able to consider mastery. But I did get a 71. I passed. All right, that feels good to know that I passed because I got 71% of the questions right. But at the same time, I know that I haven't mastered that topic. So that means I need to practice a little bit more on it. And that's where websites like Khan Academy can come in to really help solidify, concrete those skills and help make that foundation stronger. Now, you also have the option, you can sit there and get a spreadsheet that'll sit there and show you which questions they missed, lets you go by the weakest first, or you can go by strongest or alphabetically. And instead of seeing it by number, you can actually see it by percentage. And this one here is not going to do it today. I don't know what's going on. There we go. It drops it down. But it's not going to show me percentage right now. But you can do it by percentage. That way it's easy to determine, since we're using the new experience point grading system, that if I know the percentage, I can take the percentage, multiply it by the possible experience points to determine what their grade was. Easy peasy in my opinion. Now, if you have any questions, you are welcome to email me and let me know if there are things that I need to help you with. With that being said, I hope you have yourselves a wonderful night, and I look forward to hearing any feedback.